When dealing with walls, the Align tool allows us to line up different walls with one another. To see this in action, let's zoom in over here to the left-hand side of our building and then taking a look right about where column grid B is at. What I'd like to do is extend this particular wall over and align it with this wall. To do that, we need to start off by selecting on this particular curtain wall. Now, select on the Align tool. After picking on Align, pick the face of this mullion and then the endpoint of this curtain wall. And we can see they're now lined up with one another. If we click the little padlock, they'll stay lined up with one another, even if the floor plate should change a little bit, so that maybe this curtain wall would expand out to be a foot further out or a foot further in. This wall would also get a little bit longer or a little bit shorter as required. Also, if we zoom back out again, come over to this side of the model, let's go through the same process. Except in this case, I want to bring these walls down to line up with the face of the mullion. Hit escape a couple times to get out of the command, select on the curtain wall, and then choose Align. Make sure that you have a check mark in multiple alignment. If you do, it means that we can pick this wall and have them both come down. So, highlight on the face of this mullion right here. Pick the face of this, and what it'll do is it's going to drop this down so it's in alignment where this blue dashed line is at. Do the same thing over here, and we can see they're now both aligned flush with this wall here. Now, if we hit escape a couple of times, it may look like they're not quite perfectly aligned, but the only reason is that the lines have different thicknesses associated with them. If we want to see this without the line thicknesses getting involved, move up here to the View tab and pick on Thin Lines. And we can see that, in fact, these lines do line up. Now, let's do the same thing over here. What we'd like to do is have the face of this wall line up with the endpoint of this wall right here. So let's go through the same process. Select on one of the walls, come up to Align, pick the face you want to align to, and then pick the face that you want to have aligned to that blue dashed line down there below. And we can see it's now moved it off, and it's now lined up this wall with the endpoint of this wall right here. So the Align tool's job is to line up the face of one object to the face of another object.